Ndị be anyị ekenekwa unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taata nụwa bụ ụbọchị akara aka dịka o si dị asịrị n'ụtụtụ ọma ehihie ọma mgbede ọma site na ngalaba ebe isi were soro anyị na ya na-eme n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24 bụ ebe anyị si na-ewetara unu ya bụ ozizi anyị na-akpọ morning tea n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nketa ya bụ ife dịka anyị sikwu na nkwa anyị ga na-agbakwanụ mbọ dịka ike kwela anyị ka anyị na-enye unu daily update gbasịta maka ihe na-eme n'obodo a na gbasịta maka nwere ụwa a na-azọ dịka o si dị o nwere ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'elu akwụkwọ anyị wetara unu sikwa unu tie alụ gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ọ gasịkwa ihe ndị ọzọ kwugasị mana anyị si mba na anyị ga-etinyekwuru unu ya ka unu ga ya bụ ife unu ga-esi ya unu adrọpụla anyị kọmentị unu ife unu chere gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ọsọ dịka ịbịa bụ ọ bụ na nke a bụ mbọsị izu gị na-ajọin anyị ka barụ ka isonyere anyị ihe anyị na-eme shia ya ka o rutekwa ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ aka alright ka gbapụ na ya ọsọ ịga igosi ya bụ ife aji maka ya wee bịa. Over to you, Biafran Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. Over to you, sir.
Please, I will, if you want to ask questions, please do raise your hand, please. Biggest Giddy, come up in 60 seconds, please. Very quick.
Yeah, well, great and thank you very much, sir. And you have been doing a very great job. In fact, this year I've seen a lot of good things. I'm from Road Delta, Quality Discovery. So I really want to thank you because if nobody is coming to tell the people the truth, you're telling the people the truth. If nobody is coming to see that the useless Nigerian government has wasted our life, wasted our resources, wasted the good part of us. In the past 16 years, they haven't gained electricity. And these people are collecting the oil from our land. If you like, look at everywhere, you see that these people have collected their oil everywhere, and they know the development. I've gone to other countries, I've seen other countries.
Did we lose you? Biggest Giddy, I can no longer hear you.
But look at us, that this thing. The picture here, a people realize.
I think his voice. Yes, his network is not very good. His network is not good. I was wondering whether I'm the one that is having that network problem. Okay, Biggest, I don't know, your network is not so good. If you can go back and come up again, it might be better. All right, please, those that are in the room, you try and raise your hands, please. We attend to those that raise their hands. I will clear the room if nobody raises their hands after I take Dami. Dami accounts, please, you have 60 seconds. Dami accounts, can you please unmute yourself? You have 60 seconds to bring your question. Dami.
Yeah, good evening, the Prime Minister. Thank you very much. We are very much around with you. We support what you are doing to Biafrans. This is you might decide to answer this question, or you might not answer it. It's just a kind of internal security. I know exactly the answer, but if you will try to make it very clear to Biafrans. We have established a police force as well, which I knew very much well. That I know the time. The time. That's what as I said. I know the question. I know the answer. But if you can make it more clear, that when people are saying that now that the internal security that due to our military are being protected after the military, internal security, the police force supposed to be helping in maintaining peace and crimes in the internally. Can you explain to them the reason and when actually that bringing up the police force now might bring a kind of internal conflict? So thank you, Prime Minister. We will continue to support you no matter whatever we have stand. Biafra must come now. Thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Your question was not very clear, but I think I know what you're trying to ask. The point is that the formation of the Biafra police to maintain the peace and order is on the process. And of course, because of it's on the process and because of the fragile situation we have in our land and the sabotage, we are taking it very, very easy on a very low key. So the Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra resistance fighters, the Biafra Defense Force, completely are in charge of the internal security of the Biafra people, the Biafra land at this point. But gradually, we are raising the police force of Biafra, state by state, and we are not in a rush because of the complexity of the whole thing. And remember that the enemies are also trying to use every announcement we make to recruit people and use them as sacrifice. Those who want to continue to please the Fulanis that they are actually dealing with Biafra forces, they will recruit people, send them to succumb, and the same people will tell the military where they are. They will go there and kill them. And when they kill them, they will announce that, oh, they have invaded ESN camp, IPOB camp here and there, just to continue to deceive the people paying them money that they are actually fighting against Biafra Liberation. So while Biafra Liberation Army remain untouched, and of course, our firepower is increasing every day to sustain the the aggression of the enemy. So the police is something that is already ongoing, and like I said, it is on the low key. Do not join anything that you are not sure of. That is one thing I have to tell everybody. But we will take this particular formation of the Biafra police state by state on a very, very low key until we come out like bees. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. I appreciate your answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazidani. Thank you very much. All right, the next person whose hands up is Citizen Dama. Citizen Dama, grab the mic.
All right. Good evening, Mr. PM, sir. The 2023 saw a lot of surprises with the statement by the Nigerian state that an Igbo man is not fit to be president after P2B won the election, followed by several attacks on Igbo investment and lives across the country, especially in the southwestern part of Nigeria, where Igbo businesses and properties were burnt down and destroyed. That made a lot of people from the eastern region to have some kind of retrospection into their state in Nigeria as a country. Then the disappointment of the obedience and some pro-Igbo elements. I was in a space where you were hosted by Odogu Ogidi, where you tried to entertain some questions and explanation on the Biafra struggle. Eventually, you left the space because of the misunderstanding of what I cannot understand. So my question to you directly is, now there seems to be a lot of sympathy towards the Biafran agitation. What steps are you taking to bring in the obedience and the Igbo elements into your struggle? Thank you.
Our doors remain open. The step is very simple. We open our doors for those who understand that Nigeria is not for them. And so we will not allow you to come in and destroy what we have done. So when you come, you must respect the fact that people pay with their lives to build the structure of government that you are now proud of today. So you have to stop and wait for your turn. If you have convinced us enough that you have something actually to offer, you will be allowed to serve Biafrans in any capacity. But for now, you must be able to prove to us that you are not coming in hoping that the Biafra government is a political pressure group where you will come and hang yourself and wait for 2017 to 2027. So you will now begin to talk about P2B. No. We will not give opportunity for any political talk or political pressure group in the Biafra government. It is either you are for the independence of Biafra or you are out. So our door is open. Biafra is not for Simon Ekpa. Biafra is for everybody who believes that they are Biafrans and those who believe that Nigeria is no longer attainable for them. So it is not, Biafra is not a property of me, of myself. It's not a property of Mazen Amdekano. It is for everybody. So your freedom is what should be the best, the biggest priority for you. So our doors are open. The approach we are using now is to make sure that everybody is welcome to the liberation phase. And that starts with your own character, your behavior, and your attitude towards the liberation of Biafra. Not being used as a political tool to attack Simon Ekpa and the Biafra government. Not being used as a political tool to claim that Simon Ekpa is bringing insecurity. Like I am happy for one of them that came here to talk about whether we are using violence, and everybody knows who is bringing violence. The history of how Nigeria brought violence to Biafra land is there. What we did now is to say that you can't kill us again, and we'll pick up arms to defend ourselves. And they turn around to say we are the one who bring violence to the southeast. But they have forgotten when they were killing people carrying flag. Not only that they have killed Biafrans, they also killed those who believe in Nigeria. The lucky Tollgate shooting is still fresh in our brain. They were carrying Nigeria flag. And what people should understand from that single act is that the people who call themselves leaders of Nigeria today are not actually leading Nigeria. They have something else they are fighting for, not about Nigeria. And that's what many people don't understand. And that particular thing they are fighting has manifested. It's called the Islamic State. That is why they will give order. This man who is the president now actually was the one spearheaded the killing of Nigerians in Lekki Tollgate. They were carrying Nigeria flag. They say, I'm going to use a very vulgar word. They say, fuck Nigeria. Kill them. That is what it means. So it is not like they actually like Nigeria. The man who is now the president also said in 1997 that he doesn't believe in Nigeria. So ask him, what did he believe in then if he doesn't believe in Nigeria and today he's the Nigerian president? What exactly did he believe in? It is nothing else than the Islamic State. But let me also say it that he is not a Nigerian. I have been saying it. He is not from the Niger area. He is not a Yoruba man. I've said it several times. He is from Guinea. This man called Tinubu is from Guinea. Now, the entire Yoruba people will come on social media and shout who is Tinubu. Well, nobody is summoning courage to investigate. I said it. I have evidence of him being a Guinea man. If they doubt me, they should tell us which is his village. Where is his village in Yoruba land? Doesn't have village. He's from Guinea. And he committed crime in Guinea, ran to Nigeria, drug crime, and then he made friends with Babangida, all of them in the military. He became one of their errand drug pushing boy in the drug cartel. Many of you do not understand that during the military rule in Nigeria, it was all about drug pushing. Babangida was the biggest cartel capone in Nigeria history. Many Igbo people that got rich today were part of the drug syndicate of IBB. Many people don't know. We have some of them even in my place who were the errand drug pushing boy to this military men. They were having free passage at the Murtala Mohammed airport. Once they pass, nobody checked them. They go with cocaine to the United States. That was where this man, Tinubu, was pushing his own cocaine in the United States. People don't ask questions. How did he manage to go to the United States? It is from the help of military. The generals back then, this military you see today, this Babangida you see today, Babangida was the leader of the drug cartel in the entire West Africa. And he came to Nigeria, made friends with them. One of the deals is to cover him. They registered him in Lagos, and that was how Tinubu became a Lagosian. I am telling you the fact. He made them who they are. They made him who he is today. And he became a Lagosian. Through the cartel, he contested and became the Lagos governor. Remember that he was once in exile. He ran to exile. The reason for going to exile was because it was not just because of his political opinion. It was an internal problem with the drug cartel, coupled with his political opinion, of course. He went to exile. But before then, he has established himself in Lagos. And people see him as a Lagosian, but he's not a Nigerian. So, my brother, what I'm trying to say is that those people who have repented, who have seen that Obi cannot help them, and when this Obi started, we warned them that Obi is being used just like Tinubu was an errand boy. Obi is the errand boy for Britain. The only work Obi wanted to do is to drag Biafra into the election. We defeated them because 20 million people did not vote. So it's a defeat. He dragged Biafra into the election, and you see how they rubbish him. After that, they started attacking Biafrans in Lagos. Obi did not issue statement condemning the attack, including the physical assault and physical attack on Biafrans till today, except just a few weeks ago when they started talking about what is happening in Lagos and all that. And today, those people are disappointed. We also warned them that those people from Benin, not Benin Biafra, Benin, those criminals who are the Yahoo boys in Benin, who do comedies and all that, who were following Obi, they were not following Obi because they like Obi. They were not following Obi because they like Igbo. They were not following Obi because they like Biafra. They were following Obi because they want to follow Obi to distract those who they believe were fighting for Biafra. And immediately Obi fell. Did you see them again making videos on social media? They disappeared. That is some of them that you see with them. They say, oh, Obi is coming, Obi is coming. After that, all of them disappeared. They begin to abuse Obi. You don't see them again. We want those people following them. Where are they today? They disappeared. One thing is that we see things many people do not see. We see things many people do not see. And today, everything we have said has happened. And we are saying another thing, yet people are doubting it. We are shouting another thing that is yet to happen. People are doubting it. They look down on us. We say we are going to declare the restoration of independence of Biafra in December. They are doubting us. They don't know how to. But the enemies know that we're on the right track. And that's why they are panicking, declaring me wanted, declaring me terrorist. A journalist was asking me 2 days ago in Finland, how do I feel that I was called a terrorist? I said it was I am very, very happy because it shows that now I'm actually working. It is a badge of honor. For me to be called a terrorist by Nigerian military is a badge of honor. It means that I have actually hit them. It means that the Biafra freedom is here. And I begin to give instances of those who were called terrorists. They are freedom fighting. Mandela was one of them. Gandhi was one of them. Later on, what happened? They become the icon and legend you see today. So I'm not bothered by what they call me, what the enemy call me. The enemy can call me anything in quest to stop me. But what matters is that, do I know what I'm doing? Do I believe in myself? Do I believe in the Biafra? Yes, I do. And that's why I'm not bothered. Thank you very much.
Okay, please, can I ask a follow-up question?
Go ahead.
All right. Meanwhile, I want to state categorically, you made allusion to the Lekki massacre of October 2020. I was there as a principal at the Lekki toll gates. So everything you say is very correct. Well, you said something that your hands are wide open and the doors are open for obedience and other pro-Islam people to come in. I want to find out, in this era of social media, a lot of what happens in our society is being molded on social media by social media influencers. Like when it comes to Twitter, you have some people who are influencers on Twitter who host spaces. So I want to find out from you, are you making plans to have some kind of rapport with such people so that they can bring you in the Twitter space to engage with them, to interact and to clarify some questions that are actually bothering some people about the struggle and how they can actually be part of it. Do you have any such plans?
Like I said, when I said we are open, including myself, you know that when I appeared on that space you mentioned, I was not invited, right? I came uninvited, and I was ready to address any question. But you look at how disparaged they are. They were in that particular space. One of the girls there, was insulting herself. So instead of them to engage, in a discussion and engage in more meaningful discussion, it was all about you are killing people, you are doing this in the East, people are dying, so they cannot engage. The problem is that the people you are talking about cannot engage in meaningful discussion. They cannot engage in intelligent discussion. It is always how you are killing people, how you are doing this, how you are doing that. And these people are the people who never spoke condemning the Nigeria state massacre, condemning the Nigeria state terrorism against their own people. Like you just hear somebody saying that they killed in Enugu state, they came with the military, the way of one place has been killed, and they will come back in the evening as a terrorist, without uniform, and they killed. You can never see them make comments in condemnation of those kind of actions by the Nigeria state. But when I appear on their space, instead of them to have the opportunity to ask me difficult questions and questions that could also liberate them from the mental slavery, you see them saying, you are killing people in the Southeast, stop the sit at home, stop the sit at home. They do not understand that something actually led to the sit at home. That because when we want to protest in the streets, just like you, as a witness in Lekki Tollgate massacre, wouldn't you have preferred sitting at home than going to Lekki Tollgate to risk your life? That is the point. That is the reason we adopt this civil disobedience. Because each time you go to the street, Nigeria security agents, which is known as Nigeria Terrorist Organization by the BIAFRA government, will shoot you and kill you because they don't value the Nigeria flag. They don't value you as a human, just for rising up and picking up courage to protest that something is wrong. They kill you because it is not about the Nigeria as a nation. It's about some interests they are protecting. And that interest is what is manifesting today. Muslim ticket, all geared to the Islamic State of Nigeria. So I am ready to always, go to spaces, even uninvited. Like I said, that's one you saw me, I was not invited. I just came in there because I saw that they were just being misinformed. They are misleading people, and I needed to correct some things. But you see, they were insulting themselves, thinking they're insulting me. So I had to leave. Thank you.
Honorable Prime Minister, I believe you know something about a man called Dr. David Masanga. Dr. David Masanga played a major role during the days of Martin Kano. He's also a very powerful Twitter host. So I don't know, talking about these people that have different divergent views about what you're doing, maybe if there's a way you could get across to Dr. David Masanga, who hosts spaces, especially that has to do with Pan-Africa and the freedom of African people. I guess that would be a neutral ground where there will be a very meaningful conversation, so that a lot of people want to really join forces with you, because it's very clear that Igbos in Nigeria especially are being terribly marginalized as emasculated. So Dr. David Masanga could be a very, very reputable platform where we could bring in different opinions, and these things can be, properly addressed. I don't know if you can work with Dr. David Masanga to get this going.
Yes, thank you very much. As a matter of fact, yes, thank you very much. As a matter of fact, I have been on David Masanga's platform for a very, very long time, but of course not on Twitter space or X space. It was rather on Pan-African conference. I have been participating in that Pan-African conference and debate far back as 2020. But after the kidnap of Mazen Kano, the IPOB Nigeria attacked him just because he was giving me that platform. They attacked him and accused him of being part of the kidnap of Mazen Kano, and the innocent man decided to respect himself and just decide not to talk about Biafra. I think maybe that was the reason. But today, I believe his eye will be very clear that the people who were actually attacking him were those who were put behind the ordeal of Mazen Amdekano, and they wanted to cut every currency, every current that was, coming to see the continued liberation of Biafra. They wanted to cut everything off. So today, those who did not see at that time will be able to see now to know who the enemy, who the enemies are. So yes, you will see me in Matsanga's platform. I didn't know that he's hosting his Twitter space. So the media team, people can work on that. We will always be there to address the concerns of everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Citizen. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Citizen. Thank you very much. And everyone on the platform, you can see that our PM is ready to engage. If you have meaningful questions and meaningful engagement, like Citizen just did, like the other, charisma brother, even though he was, one Nigerian news, but you saw him, he was sensible, and the PM was ready to answer him. Please, I would also love some of you to come up with your questions and then engage the PM of the Biafra Republic government, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Ndubisi Kevin, if you have a solid network, please grab the microphone. You have 60 seconds to do that. Ndubisi Kevin, Mazi. Mazi, as much as I thought I knew your network might be troublesome. Are you there? All right, go ahead, please. Go ahead. 5 countries that recognize us. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know if you heard him very clearly. Or
Thank you very much. The country that recognized Biafra during 1967 to 70, the recognition has not been withdrawn. So now we see that the recognition of Biafra is still valid and not withdrawn. So even though they have not issued any official statement as to the Biafra of today that we are restoring, so once Biafra is restored on December 2nd, it is official that that particular recognition, which was not withdrawn, has been restored as well. So we have also activated seeking the diplomatic relation with those countries and seeking the recognition again of the government. The recognition we are seeking with them is different from the recognition we seek from other states. The recognition is for them to understand that the Biafra Republic government in Nigeria is the only authentic and legal entity that represents the interests of Biafra people. So it is the restoration of that particular Biafra that was recognized by them will be restored on the 2nd of December, and then the diplomatic tussle will start from there. So we are not moved, and we are very, very optimistic that so long as the recognition has not been withdrawn anywhere, it is still valid, and we see that the recognition is still intact. We will activate every diplomatic channel to make sure that the treaties and the relation with those countries will start. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi.
And in addition to the answer I've given you, just to make sure that we activate this particular diplomatic move, we have already started a process of filing application at the African Union, at the African Court in Banjul for the reparation to Biafra. This is the first time we're going to do that, and that will also give some kind of legitimacy to the Biafra government. A lot of things are happening that we have not informed Biafra yet, but as time goes on, those things will be made public. Thank you.
Thank you very much, PM. Mazi Kelvin, I'm sure you are well updated with that. Thank you so much. And I will move with speed because I know our PM has spent a long time here, and the Biafrans that are here, and the friends of Biafrans, and those that want to ask the PM, you have the chance to do that now that he is available. Mazi Onyeka Chuku, please grab the microphone. You've got 60 seconds to do that.
Thank you, everyone. On number show one, the Alankan Campi. Greetings, my Prime Minister. You are great. Thank you for a good work, sir. More respect ever, sir. So I want to, when we're talking about the killings of Nigerian terrorists in uniform in Biafra land, I just want to remind people that they engage in harvesting organs of our people. Please. This one is Trampard. This is what Abakele did. Harvest organs of Biafrans. In many barracks today, they have a tough bridge where they keep organs of Biafra. The Nigerian politicians reach agreement with the Gates Foundation to sell the organ. I want you to throw light on this, so they will know the crime they commit against our people, which is not reported. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
I don't know if our PM wants to respond to that while we wait. We want Mazi Simon Akos, please grab the mic. You've got 60 seconds.
Wow. Good evening, everybody. Raf, good evening. My able Prime Minister, good evening. I really appreciate this opportunity to just talk to our Prime Minister. Prime Minister, please, I just want to thank you for two things. The first one, hello, okay, I think you can hear me, Raf.
Go ahead, your voice is coming out.
All right. So I want to thank you, Prime Minister, because like the Yorubas we say, Taba fiowo tumbo mowi ama fiowo usifa mora. So what that means is that when you beat a child, when you beat a child with your right hand, you will console him and drag him to yourself with love with your left hand. That is what that means, and it's just a parable. A parable in the sense that I was afraid when I heard what Enugu people, issues of Uzowane and their stubbornness that led to the massacre of a lot of people, which they thought that the deception of their Oluwole certificate for you could give them, the security could give them, and all those that have been championing how to grab their land and try to bring in those killers into their midst. So they believe so much in those deceptions, and they were dealt with. Now, I became afraid when I heard you saying that you kept mute. People in that side will say, "Oh, ma'am, you same." So I joined the voice of those that begged believe you me, I loved what you did. Quietly, you send the boys there. And the result is the cry that we started hearing. So I want to say a big thank you for that. You are a father indeed. Yes, they may look you as a baby face, but you are a real father. You scolded them with your right hand and you dragged them with love with your left hand. I want to say thank you so much. Now, the second thank you is about your visionary leadership. Your visionary leadership fast straight back to 2023, when it was a shock to many people of somebody who hosted the chief of staff in South Korea. And during the women leaders conference or so, he hosted. All of a sudden, a no-nonsense, divinely appointed son of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Prime Minister Obato Obie, Simon Ekpa, all of a sudden, unannounced, just ejected indiscipline out of the system. Now we know why was that step taken. We can now see. So I want to say thank you because of the visionary. What BIAFRA and over 70 million could not see, you saw it and quickly addressed that issue so that 70 million people will not be under any danger at your watching nose. Thank you so much for that. Now the question is this. Please, what are we going to do with the deception, the craftiness of a name for BIAFRA Military Council that is being circulated now so that to lure our people? And I begin to see the antecedent in Anambra, where some people went to the playing field and started, they became Obuefi, started killing Nama, and said yes and Anambra, yes Anambra, even mentioning up to 1 million times in order to win the heart of Biafrans. Please, what do you have to do? Because we have gone past this. All our eyes now are focused on the rising sun. What do we do about this deceptive name being crafted as a military, Biafra Military Council, to stop our youth not to come into this slaughter table? Thank you.
Ndị be anyị daalụ nne n'ugwu kwunu si na-esoro anyị ya na-eme n'iru akwụkwọ dịka iso wee gee ya bụ ife ịnụrụ ihe the Balon the Gentle Lion kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taata anọ. Ọzọ dịka ibu ya bụ ka efi nwere ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile o kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ. Ife o kwuriri nne o kwuru ya dịka o si dị ka efi nwere ike ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife a drop ya on the comment section below. Chetakwa ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si were wetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa. Daalụ na ụmụnne m, gwa nke emesịa.